Hey everybody! Thought in sort of celebration of the fact that we're just less than 2 months, actually just over 7 weeks, away from the release of Pillars of Eternity, it would be fun to do a look at the different classes in the game. There's 11
Yeah.
classes in Pillars of
Mm-hmm.
Eternity. I'm by no means an expert, but my observations have shown they all have a lot going for them. A lot of fun, interesting ideas. How well they'll play out, it's hard to say, but for now, I do like what I've seen. And to kick things off, my favorite class in games like this, the Wizard. So let's take a closer look at the Wizard. Um, I have a fourth level character here who's gonna hit level 5, who just whenever I want to. So before I go any further, let's just level her up and spend some points on something. Her Laura 7 seems pretty good. Let's make her sneaky, a little bit sneakier. More survivable. Okay. Now, she can pick spells, 2 spells, whenever she levels up. And at level 5, she can pick some 3rd level spells. Now that the more recent patch to the backer beta has come in, there's actually quite a few more spells to pick from. Um, I always kind of liked Fireball because it's a fast casting spell with a large range and it hits an area for 40 burn damage. Based on my stats, it's a little bit higher. However, I did notice this spell here, Noxious Burst, which is um, interesting. It's about the same damage, but it can sicken guys if they fail a Fortitude check. It doesn't. It's not as fast casting as Fireball, so I'm not sure how that works. But it might not even be a projectile spell. I haven't really cast it yet, so there's that. Um, we got Haste. It's a self buff only, but it gives the caster time and a half attack speed, and at a cost of endurance, but also faster movement speed too. There's also Lightning Bolt, Draining Touch, which deals 30 corrosive damage, but then it weakens. Let's see, what does it do? It drains 30 corrode damage as endurance versus deflection with a bonus of 15 accuracy, so it's even more likely to hit. Um, and then the target's weakened, so it drains their strength. Okay, gotcha. And then there's also Slow, which reduces all their attacks. The in area of effect, a slow effect. Arcane Dampener is an interesting ability. It puts a dome over an area, and it suppresses like buffs in that area. That could be really useful. Let's just grab, for the sake of the video, let's just grab some fun. Let's grab Fireball and see what that looks like, and then Noxious Burst. Okay. All right. So here are the spells.
Oh,
First of all, let's talk about the
certainly.
wizard class and what makes them unique. They get spells to cast per day, or well, per rest. You can rest and then replenish all your spells. Uh, Resting is it does use resources, so you can't just rest whenever you want. I only have 2 camping supplies, so I can only rest twice before I have to go back to town and buy some more supplies or get lucky and find some more looting and such. Uh, let's edit the Grimoire and show you how this works. Okay, so you'll see I actually have 5 first level spells, but there's only 4 slots in the Grimoire. Um, this gives me, this is what I can pick from. So these 4 spells here correlate to the 4 in the interface. So I can actually pick one of these 4 spells to cast, and I can cast it 4 times before I need to rest and replenish how many times I can cast a first level spell, or a second level spell, or a third level spell. I can only cast 2 third level spells. So I can cast 2 fireballs, or 2 Noxious Bursts, or 1 of each. So as I level up, these numbers go up, so I can cast more and more spells before I gotta rest. So level 5 wizard can cast 9 total spells. But I also have, every wizard begins with Arcane Assault, which is a free ability. It doesn't take any resources, and I can do it 2 times per fight. And it hits a 5 meter area. It's a 5 meter range, hitting an area of effect for some raw damage, and has a chance to daze. It's actually a pretty useful ability. I'm gonna do some quick saving here so I can use these guys as my target. They're just some peon peasants. Um, let's just show you that. Twice per ability, twice per encounter. Can we do this? Boom. There we go. Alright. It didn't actually hurt him because I don't think I don't think that's a particular ability that does area effect. Um, this particular character, when I leveled her up, was able to pick a talent. I picked Arcane Veil, and then I further Veil, and I further buffed it with Hardened Veil. So what that does is a 25-point deflection field for 13 seconds when I pop that thing, which I can do twice per rest. So it's kind of like having an extra spell. And I actually bumped it up with plus 20 deflection, so actually the hardened version of it is 45 points of deflection, making her very hard to hit if I need to for a few seconds. Let's try some first level spells. We got Slicken. This will make these guys potentially fall down. Of course, they are instantly... no, knocked them right down. Very nice. And I got Ray of Fire, which I can use to specifically deal... the target burns, and it makes a beam that anything that crosses it will actually also burn, too. Haha. And there's the fire. And that Slicken spell is proving to be very effective. It's Arcane Veil here. There we go. Alright, what else could I cast? I got Chill Fog. What's that do? Calls a blindingly white icy fog into existence, inflicting blindness on anyone entering the freeze, and freeze damage. So we could blind and freeze them over time, so let's do this. And I'm waiting for my bar to drop before I can act. Hopefully it doesn't get interrupted. Aha, nice. Now this guy just missed me. You'll notice he missed me because even though he rolled a 73 in his attack roll, my my deflection is so high, his actual accuracy ends up being -5. He just has a really low chance to hit because of this Arcane Veil. Let's see a big spell now. We got the chill going on. Let's check out the Fireball. And that chill keeps hitting him. Oh, he tried to drink a potion. That did not work so well for him. And there you go. That's how a wizard rolls. See this guy had anything cool on him. Just had a regular sword. I wanted to talk briefly on enchanting, and I guess I'm going to make a video for each class. I wonder if this is going to hurt me if I walk into it. No, doesn't look like it. This guy had a pistol. I didn't notice him shooting that at me. Lockpicks. Oh, that's interesting. Some clothing. Some copper. Alright. Let's get out of here. Okay. Alright. So that's how that works. I do want to check out the Noxious Blast, though. Alright, before I go down there and do that, let's enchant something. Now in the beta, we actually start with some crafting gear, which is kind of nice. So I'm going to let's enchant her body armor, her male armor. Now she's wearing what you wouldn't consider wizard armor, but this is not the kind of game where that sort of thing is quite the same as like in Dungeons & Dragons. Wizards can wear heavy armor, but it does slow them down a little bit with the recovery speed. Stat gets minus 45% hit. I don't know. Can I get a recovery? Amount of time that a character spends between actions. So if I were to like take off this male armor and put on, like, for example, these clothes up here that this guy had. Let's try that. That will make my wizard cast spells more frequently. She also has a cool ring that grants her an extra couple of first level spells and extra couple third level spells. +2 first level spell uses, +2 third level spell uses. Huh, that's interesting.
Certainly.
I would think I would have more of these then. Let's see, let's put that in. And let me find it. Here it is. Okay, so this is no speed penalty issue. Of course, her deflection drops quite a bit. This was giving her, you'll see the 23 points of deflection. Huh. I just don't understand how this works. Hold on a second. Oh, this is just damage reduction. Just flat out reduces damage. This... no damage reduction, but no recovery speed. So it's like range is close. Okay, so that's good to know. But hopefully I'm not getting hit. But now I should be able to cast spells quite a bit faster. So let's test that out on a guard, who's done nothing to hurt me, but be in my way. Actually, and while we're at it, let's make these clothes a little bit cooler. We can go with Might 2. That's the Might statistic isn't for just is not just for fighters. It actually improves damage and fortitude. So everyone wants more damage and everyone wants more fortitude. So Might's just good for everybody. So let's just craft this guy up. Enchant. Might plus 2. It's going to take Pilgrim's Crown, a diamond, Primal Wind, and 1,000 copper. And requires level 5, which I just barely am. So there we go. Boom. Did it work? Oh, it did. Okay. So now if I take a look at it, of Might plus 2, nice. And if I look at my stats, 24% damage. So an extra 6% damage thanks to that buff. I could also take and buff up weapons to have like corrosive damage on them or something like that. I'll show up that probably when I'm doing a class video for like a fighter or someone that uses weapons. Okay, so let's rest. Whoa. I thought it'd been kind of nice to rest. It doesn't matter. I wanted to just try this off. See, now it's actually going to hurt me too, so let's move further away. There we go. There we go. Okay, so Noxious Burst misses. Well, that's an unfortunate roll. So I'm going to... Let's do this. Curse of Blackened Sight, which will blind him. Okay. And I cast that really quickly thanks to... Oh man, I hit myself with it. Okay, so I'm blind. Blinded is minus 20 deflection, minus 20 reflexes, minus 2 movement speed, minus 4 perception. Jeez, it's just real bad. And he is not blinded, so that means... I wonder if that means he just did not... Curse of Blindness on the guard. Miss. I missed him. Oh, come on. Run! Oh, now I'm unconscious. Okay, well that's fine. I didn't expect to win against a guard, but wizards are very interesting. They can blind, they can area effect poison, corrode, they can haste, they can slow, they can drop down oil. They can. I should have put a wizard's double in place, which would have made me harder to hit yet again. I like wizards a lot. I'm probably gonna roll up a wizard in the actual full version of the game when it comes out here in March 26th. So, alright, we'll be on the lookout for more class videos, and thanks for watching.